Hey, welcome in, folks. This is Babbaginator. We're in the long dark, currently hanging out up on the island college on Drift Island, but we're going to need to make a trip. A big trip is coming up soon. And we can't do it today because of the big storm. $165. We leave on 166. So let's think carefully about what we can work on here. Hey, welcome in, folks. Welcome in, lurkers. Appreciate all of you hanging around with us tonight. Let's see. We could use a little bit more claws, so let's go ahead and break this down. Whoa! Already with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Blue. I'll give you guys a shout out. Hey, good to see you, Street.
Come on!
Nice.
Oh, this is too fun!
Let's give a few other shout outs here while we're here. Oops.
Yeah, I should have enough oxygen to make it through this entire part.
Which game is that, Silent? Is that's Subnautica or not Subnautica? I don't know. We'll give you a shout out, Boo, anyways.
Boo, and you know it, underpay your nog. If you're boo, and you know it, underpay your nog. If you're boo, and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're boo, and you know it, underpay your nog.
Yay, it's an innocent one. Look at that. And shout out for Nefo as well.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
What the hell was that? That was a direct shot. It's like it just hit an invisible wall.
Force field's up. That's what we got. Hey, we've had our fun. Let's get back in. Okay, we've got 19 out of 20 days here. And I did a little bit more research and realized that I almost was going to go to the wrong place to get out of here. So we've recalibrated. We know where we're supposed to be. And when we head out, we'll head out in the right direction, not the wrong direction. But yeah, the plan is, if you are unfamiliar with this, give you the challenge. Okay, no worries, Silent. Yeah, feel free to lurk. But yeah, roll with it is basically a Loper challenge, but every time we enter a new region, we have to roll a die, and it tells us how long we're going to stay. And we have to visit every single region in the entire game. That's the very short version. There's a longer version, which basically longer explanation, which basically says for up until the first 50 days, our random stays are either 1 to 10 in major regions or 1 to 4 in transition zones. But after day 50, everything goes up in difficulty, and major regions jump to 1 to 20 days, and transition zones and micro regions will go to 1 to 6. At 100 days, they go to 1 to 8, and at 150 days, they go to 1 to 10. So, that's where we're at. So we're in 165 right now. So we're well into transition zones. Will count as 1 to 10 days. Ooh. Big wind. Where do we put all our food? Do we eat all our food already? We may have eaten all our food. Yeah, I think we ate all our food. So we're just going to have to eat cattails then for the rest of our time. Do we need a wolf coat? Not right now. $96, $87. I'm just doing some preemptive work here. Okay, so clothing-wise, we're good. Plus 29, actually. We've cured all these extra things here, but I think the smart thing to do is to take some extra rabbits. Because you always need some extra rabbit. Can't hurt to have some extra guts. And we really don't have anything to fix, right? Or craft, so... The storm better not be happening tomorrow. That's my worry. Imagine if we have 2 days of blizzard. Then we're going to have to make our trek in a blizzard. Not fun. So if we play our cards right, what we should be doing is we should be going through the mine access from Forsaken Airfield, which is where we're at, through the mines into Zone of Contamination. And then once we're in the Zone of Contamination, we'll roll, find out how long we're going to stay there, And if we get a somewhat decent roll, then our goal is to work our way towards some sort of shelter, and then we need to figure out, well, we'll figure out how long we're going to be there. If it's a short stay, we'll probably be in and then head as soon as we can to the exit to transfer pass. Okay, let's see here. Just gonna do something here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I am worried that we're going to be traveling through a blizzard to get to our exit. Anything else that needs to be dealt with here? Yeah, but lots of bad weather. That's what we're expecting to see here. So this is my last day of freedom, and then tomorrow the new term starts up and I'm back in classes. I only have 2 regular courses this semester, though, and 1 directed studies course. So hopefully that works out. Okay, we are officially on day 166. This is exit day. I had the wrong spot here. Come on, weather. Still looks bad. Not looking good.
You can barely walk with this much gear.
We're at 56 now, right? Gamble. See if another hour helps or not. That doesn't help at all. Yeah, this weather is terrible. Okay, not recommended, but this is what we're gonna do. Because we gotta be out by midnight. And we're probably gonna lose this, so... Yep, looks bad. That was weird. I had invisible tea left behind. Oh, actually, we don't want to go this way. We want to go across. This will be faster. Go this way. Yeah, why do we have to leave today? Why? Just because.
I can't feel my feet.
Okay, hold there for a second. Just need to double check something. Okay, so I want to go down this way. Why does it always have to be into the wind? That's no fun. It's like it knows. It knows that we're going to have to trek into the wind. I think TLD actually alters the wind direction as a reward for your enterprise, right? You've decided that you're going to go off and do this thing, and then it's going to punish you.
starting to
Yeah,
feel
for
numb.
some challenges, I will actually take that specifically. Let's see here. No, we want something to drink. Everything's gone cold already. Great. No more warm up. Okay, I see the plane crash.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Okay, let me double check this now. So, plane crash. Okay, keep going past that. Oops. Oh, yeah, we should use the flask. I have one. I just forgot to use it. I really don't like the implementation of the flask. I think that's got to be something that's on their list of things to fix, because I don't like how many steps it takes to get liquid out of a flask. It should just be drink from the flask, right? Shouldn't have to then remove something from the flask and then drink that something. You should just be able to, when you go to drink, it should just give you the flask as an option, right? When you go here, one of my options should be the flask. Yeah, we already have it set up so that the flask can only contain one type of thing, right? So oh, I see the bear out there too. Joy. You know, if we weren't trying to leave this region, we'd actually go bear hunting, but alas, that's not what we need to do. We have to conserve our arrows since we have so few. You know when the next time we'll get to forge? Because I don't. Because I don't know where I left the hammer. As far as I can tell, it's not in Forlorn Muskeg. I may have left it in Mystery Lake. So that's why I can't afford to lose any arrows. Not at this point. I like these 15 arrows. These are it. Okay, just do your thing and I do my thing, right? Let me get my bearings again. I am cheating and looking at the map here to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Nope. That's a good question. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen the bow variant in low burr. I believe you can get the lantern variants. I'm not certain about the bow. Yeah, because weapons don't spawn, so I think you're just out of luck. Okay, so that I believe is the bear den. Just keep a wide perimeter here. Oh, I think the storm is ending. Very luck here. Okay, I think we're far enough away from the bear that we can afford to warm up some teas again.
Come on, little fire.
We'll use a coal here.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, we may have waited too long on this one. Let's see. Wind is picking up. Okay, quick check here. Okay, what are we looking for exactly? Is it up here? Figures. Always the big wind. Right when you need a break. Is it up here? What looks like a mine entrance? Over here? Or is it up there? Okay, if we get some height, maybe we can look down and see if we chose the wrong path. Okay, I think it must be this way then. Yeah, since we've never been here before, this is a little bit of guesswork. I think I've watched one video on how to get there, which I watched a couple days ago, and I've probably forgotten. I don't see a mine entrance here, so it's probably still further up. Yeah, if only the weather had been better the previous day. If yesterday's weather was better, we would have had time to scout this out and make certain we had the right path. As it stands, we're having to do guesswork, which I don't like because I feel like we're going to get it wrong.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
Is this the path? Am I on the right path here? Oh, there's something dead up here. Give us a meal. Is there a mine entrance? That looks like a cave system. Okay, before we go through it, we're going to, we'll just check first to see that this is a transition cave. We're not going to go through until we've harvested the meat. And we'll have at least some food to take with us.
I need to find
But I
some place
think
to
this is
escape
it. I think this is the right one. Or is this just a regular cave? Nope, this is the transition cave. Okay, perfect. We found our exit. There's a little bit of daylight left. Let's grab some meat and figure out what we're gonna do. How long? If the number is super low, we may basically cheat our way through in the sense that we may opt to just stick our head out, spend a few days, and then come back this way. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we get for our number. Nope. Too windy to light.
I need to find food.
Got any place we can start a fire here? Yeah, I will have to do something about the intersections as well.
Come on,
We will
little
probably
fire.
use our rock trick. Oh, well, that's pretty wimpy. Only a little tiny bit of meat on this guy. Okay. Okay, why don't we go ahead and make some new tea. Okay, so we will discover whether this was a bright idea or a terrible idea. we go. Leaving Forsaken Airfield. Okay, so since there's a chance that we could totally get confused and lost in here, we might as well also roll now. So if you want to guess how long we're going to be here, this will be so this includes Zone of Contamination. We are ruling as contains this cave. That's one, just so that, I don't know. For this run, that's at least what I decided to do. I didn't go in here early. On a different run, we could have made this part of Forsaken Airfield and just gone into the cave early. That could be a different strategy. Go into the cave early, spend a few days, and then pop out, and then, do Zone of Contamination separately. But we didn't, so we are going to stay here for Zone of Contamination for up to 20 days. So if you want to place your bet, if you want to guess how long we're going to be here, 1 to 20 days, if you get it right, well, we'll give you 10,000 points. So feel free to put your guess in the chat. And then in a couple minutes, well, about a minute, I'll go ahead and roll the dice on the screen. Nefo says 13, Roller says 9. If you've navigated this cave system and have suggestions on how to map it out, or at least how to tell which direction you're going, let me know. I don't mind a little bit of help on this one, but I have my strategies where basically I use rocks and twigs to mark things out for myself. Okay, so we have 9 and 13. Last call. 3, 2, 1, and we roll. TLD hates me, doesn't it? Yeah. 20 days in Zone of Contamination. Well. Well. That could be the end of this run. Yeah. 20 days in an unfamiliar zone that is designed to kill you, and doesn't have a lot of resources. It is definitely a sad trombone day. I try not to be so cynical as to guess that, but yeah, welcome to our sad reality. So we will not leave this until 186. Our plans are survive. So we had 20 in Forsaken Airfield and 20 in Zone of Contamination. And all we have for food is our cattails right now, and a couple cracker boxes. Okay, this is our way out. How are we going to mark this? We didn't have any stones on us yet. Yeah. Oh, that's good. It doesn't branch. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's our stones. Oh, we got charcoal. That's what we can do. What? You can't place charcoal? Oh, there we go. Well, actually, this is a better solution here. Oh, come on. Stones have a better collision thing, I think. We can do 2. Okay. I wish I had a spray paint can, but I don't have one on me right now. It's one of my mistakes, was I forgot to bring one with me into the region.
Take it.
Oh wow, we've got another cracker box at this late in the game. That's impressive. We may get to our 10 cracker boxes. May happen. Well, the good news is once we're out of here, we're not planning to come back this way. We just have to travel this way once. Hey, roller. We're trying to work our way through this region. We get to 10 crackers? I don't know. It's like I always wanted to eat 10 crackers, or eat at least one box of crackers when we get to our milestone for whatever the game is. In this case, if we get to our last region, we should eat a box of crackers when we arrive, and then we should eat another box of crackers when we hit our last day on the challenge. This is where we came from. We'll use charcoal this time. Well, I guess if they're oriented this way, they'll stack up better. There we go. Oh, trippy. So that's a big loop. And from there, oh, so we did somehow loop all the way around. Yay! Labyrinth time. This goes more uphill, so let's try this. My guess is the further we go up, the better off we are. So far that looks to be the truth. Yeah, we haven't gone this way yet.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, this is a ramp. And these are not our stones. Ramp up. We're leveling up, folks. Level up. By picking up all the stones we see, we also make it easier to tell if we've been in a region or in a part of the cave. Because if there are stones, it means we weren't here. So we do a little tidy up. So we're trying the new theory, which is we should take every branch that goes higher. We should keep ascending. Oh, a campfire. That is a dead end. Oh no. So that theory broke down quite quickly. Yeah, that sucks. No charcoal. I was really hoping the always uphill strategy was going to work, but it doesn't seem to work. So go back to that branch and start again. Where are we now? Oh, at least there's a path. Okay. Okay, we should get some rest, so let's go ahead and do that. Hey Rise, welcome in. We are working our way through the cave system to get into Zone of Contamination. And we've got a long route ahead of us. I think we are going to eat a box of crackers. What's the item that's in my inventory? So there's the thermos, the flask. There's also the travois, and then there's also I picked up the receiver for the radio receiver for the whatchamacallit, Signal Void challenge, but I haven't really decided to do it. Well, I'm not doing it. I set up the one in the airfield, but I didn't go looking for anything. Yeah, the travois you build, you can deploy and then fill it up and drag it behind you. And then when you empty it, you can pick it up and put it back in your inventory. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, the tail's not happening on this challenge. The travois, when it is empty, the travois is only 1 kilo. Since we got a lot of torches, we're going to break down a couple extras from our sticks. Okay. Okay, try to figure out how we're getting out of here. Well, dead end. Dead end. Not surprising, this would double back the way we came, so... Yeah, we gotta get out somewhere where we can hunt something. And I know that's already gonna be hard in Zone of Contamination. Food scarcity. We will probably have to, once we have a place established that we can rest and shelter in, we will probably have to go with the starvation method to drag out our time. What else is over here? All we have to do is make it through once.
Oh, I'm starving.
Hopefully this is the right path. Like I said, this is my first time exploring the region, so this maze system is a real maze. Oh, what's this?
Oh,
Another
I've been so
campsite.
hungry in my life.
Oh, and there's food. And cloth, and a bed. Yeah, this, I think this is supposed to be bigger than the ice cave in HRV. And honestly, I think what's part of the struggle is that there are some parts of this that are so similar looking that it is hard to know for certain which room you're in. In the ice cave, I feel like there's some very distinctive rooms. That looks like a mine structure. Well, so does this one. So much coal in here. Yeah, this cave does feel like a punishment. To discourage you from using this as your quote-unquote shortcut. If this attempt fails, like if we, if roll with it fails and we have to start over again, I don't think I'm going to use this connector. Except for we probably will have to at least stick our head in. But we don't have to use it to connect into Zone of Contamination. We could just opt to visit it from one side, stick our head in, count it, and then be done. But this definitely feels like a punishment. Man, there's just so many twists and turns. How are you supposed to keep this all straight? Yeah, except for I feel like some of their caves are designed to mess with you if you do that. I think we're on the right track. This feels... I watched one video of someone speed running through here. They didn't really speed run it, they just sped up the footage, but I didn't go back and study it, so like I just have a vague sense of like, here are the landmarks you should be looking for. But it was done super fast and I didn't really pay super close attention. So I had fully intended to take some time and do another proper run, you know, watch through to get a sense of what I'm supposed to be looking for in terms of markers. But I didn't, so now we're just going to suffer. As was intended, right? Exactly. We may spend a number of days here. Oh, look at that. We came full circle back. Interesting. So, I think what we'll do here then to indicate that this is a loop.
Ah, I'm starving.
Oops, come on. There's really no point in going back there. Or do we backtrack until we find the... I don't know, which is closer. It seemed like a lot of walking to get there. Does this take us back to where we came from? It looks like that. Okay, so we don't want to go back here. There is a branch somewhere that we need to take. Okay, we came up here. Oh, this is such a pain.
Starving.
Okay, let's retrace our steps then on this one. There must be a branch. I know there's a branch we didn't take, so... Okay, we haven't been through here, since we got some stones still. Oh, we found the water. Okay, so we are now on the right path. That's good news. Alright, this is a big plus for us. We got to here.
Come on, little fire.
Which way do we go? I have no idea. Like, I don't know. Take a few more torches. We'll leave the fire burning just so that we have a way to navigate. We can have a way to orient ourselves here in the dark. $167. Survived our first day here. Only 19 days to go. Ugh. I don't think we're going to need to carry around 27. I'm going to drop 15 of them here. Waterfall. I don't think we want to go there. Yeah, I think that's a no-go. That's the exit. We did it. We did it. We made it to the exit. Never going this way again, though. I'll tell you that. The next step is going to be figuring out how to get to the actual exit for the zone. Like to get into return to transfer pass. Noon, we have light. Well, that's just to get to the transition zone. Not the transition zone, the cave. Now we're officially in Zone of Contamination. And we have cattails. Okay, what are we doing from here? Okay, step 1. Drop the rocks.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
There's lots of extra coal, but what we really want to do here is we want a map. Rose hips, cattails. Okay, well, doesn't tell us a lot, but tells us a little bit. Okay. 24 coal. We could go into travois mode. Priorities are get cattails and get teas and get shelter. What's out there? Is that a wolf? Is that our first wolf? Is this a regular wolf or is this a poison wolf? We'll find out here. Skittish. Gonna come back? Are you gonna be our first dinner? Well, he's definitely a poison wolf. Can we eat poison wolves? There, I'll move a little bit. Oh, we got a second wolf. Ah! Blast it. Well, at least we didn't lose the arrow. We lost the arrow, but we didn't lose the arrow, right?
Man, all I can think about is food.
Okay, what's up this way? Oh. We may sleep in the transition cave for a night. Just so we have time to finish looting the lake and finding the wolves. But I do want to get a little higher up to see if I can get a better map. The weather's changing. That's not good. During waterfall. What if I could do this? Only made a slight improvement. Okay, head to bed. We'll probably wrap up here in a bit too, as soon as we figure out where we're sticking Astrid to bed. Is there a cave or a shelter somewhere over here? Or is this the pass out? This looks like an entrance to something.
Oh, I'm starving.
Is this a non-interior cave that just stretches on and on and on? Like no screen? We just keep going? Yeah, it's pretty cold.
I could eat anything right now.
So this is the pass out of the region. I mean, out of the little valley. Looks like this is the way we get in and out of that area. Where does it go? I'm hoping we get to a cave of some sort. I feel like we should be getting to some sort of shelter soon. There's a rope that we're definitely climbing. We're not climbing.
God, I can eat a horse.
Wondering if this was a mistake to start up here already. Okay, I will admit defeat and have to take a look here. Okay, I'm looking at my options here. Wondering if we should just work our way back to the cave. And I'll have to do some more study about where we're going here. Because I don't see shelter, so that makes me a little worried. Where did we walk in from? No, it came up from here. Okay, worst case scenario, we don't make it all the way back to the cave, we just camp in here and keep the fire going. This should be perfectly enclosed and safe.
I could eat a horse. It's saying a lot because I love horses.
This is actually not a bad solution, honestly. camp in here. For one night, just get a big fire going and camp in here. There we are. So no cabin fever risk if we camp in here. And like I say, it is outdoors, but perfectly enclosed. It's kind of tempting. I wonder how cold it gets at night. Should we do it? Let us build a fire in here? Yeah, we can build a fire in here. Yeah, what do you think? We just drop a bedroll down. Build a fire. Look, how warm is our bed? Our bed adds almost 8. Yeah, it might be workable.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, we'll try this. This may be foolish, but we will try it.
I could eat anything right now.
Things we can drop. We can drop that much. Really should map up here too. Hey Tormuse, we are in the new region. We're in Zone of Contamination. We made it through the very confusing cave system that connects Forsaken Airfield with Zone of Contamination. But it took us a day to get through it, but we got through it. And now we're in Zone of Contamination, and we're hanging out. Decided to camp inside of this little open air cave system that connects, like it goes over the waterfall, and it's fairly lengthy. It's very sheltered. It's considered outdoors, so we're not going to get cabin fever in here, and it is pretty close to warm, so I think with our improved bedroll we should be fine. We'll probably keep a fire going, be on the safe side, because we have enough coal, but yeah, we regretfully we rolled a, or maybe not unexpectedly, we rolled a 20 for our time here, so we've got a long stay in the new zone. Yeah, I know. We had a nat 20 for the airfield, and then we followed up with a nat 20 for here. So yeah, joy. Okay. So what's the plan here? I think we'll camp here overnight, and next stream we are going to go and we're going to hunt down the wolf that we shot down there. There should be a second wolf. Both of them are poison wolves. I don't know if they're edible. We'll find out. And then there's a few more cattails and rose hips that we haven't picked up, and some mushrooms we haven't picked up, so we'll finish looting that area. I'm not certain if we're going to do a thorough search of the whole region this time, or if we are going to concentrate our efforts on staying close to the exits. But with 20 days, we've got a long time, and we need a lot of resources, so I think we may end up exploring the mine and doing some other stuff. But that really depends on whether or not we find the equipment we need. If we can't find the equipment, it's just not safe to do that. So we don't want to ruin our boots. We don't have replacement boots, so that would be a problem. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and add some extra fuel.
Feels like night is coming.
Let's not freeze to death. Oh, it's an aurora night too. What else could we do here? Let's see here.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Is it daylight? Almost.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
You did, Astrid. You did well. We are officially on day 168. Made 2 days here. 18 days left. Okay, so let's do a few things. I have another commitment tomorrow night, so I will not be streaming tomorrow night, so we will have to wait until Tuesday night. Oh, yeah, we'll have to wait until Tuesday night. I think I'm going to have to adjust my streaming schedule. After this week, I'll know how my classes are shaping up in terms of time commitments. But I think we could probably count on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Saturday night, and probably Sunday night for certain. And Thursdays maybe. We'll see. Mondays will be inconsistent. I think it depends both in terms of homework and other commitments. But yeah, I will have a better sense after this week of like how much time commitment I should expect from my database class and my document design class. Like I've heard conflicting conflicting descriptions of those classes, partly because they're not taught by the same people every single time. Okay, so that is our stop. Okay, so we're stopping here, but we're set up for the next day. Okay, let's before we wrap up, let's read one poem, so at least stick with tradition here. And since I'm feeling at least awake, I can do that. Yeah, let's see here. What can we read? Poem. The Shape of Things. Oh, okay. That's good. We haven't done that one for a while. The Shape of Things. This comes from my first book of poetry, The Lost Country of Sight, which won the Philip Levine Prize in 2007. Published by Anhinga Press in 2008. And this poem is called The Shape of Things. Nothing about us that we can see is permanent, or so it seems now that the great walls are gone, save only a few remnants of the ones the Romans raised with stone and mortar. What the wind does not take away, it conceals behind a magician's screen, all fire and mirrors, the blackening sky, and the straying length of cloud, mere echoes of last year's lines carved by the farmer with his plow. The black dress hung in the rafters could easily fade and mingle with dust, but something of its shadow remains. How loss clings to a shape, how it loves a form, like water, or the late summer rain, which cannot halt the last leaf's fall, but blesses the oak nonetheless, a consolation of sorts, a farewell the color of lightning and flame, whatever it is that having filled its measure must ultimately overflow. So the little behind the poem thing. So the poem is, I think ultimately it's about impermanence, about like the fragility, the mortality of like our existence. And it's inspired really by a line. The opening line for the poem, "Nothing about us that we can see is permanent," actually came from a really unexpected source. I was in a used bookstore thumbing through just random books in a discount pile, and I came across like a 1940s primer, like a primer or primer, like a children's educate. Well, let's see, I'd say like a high school or a middle school educational like text, written in the 1940s, and it was a text on geology, and what was really fascinating is the way that they wrote about things. They just, yes, it was a science text, but there was like an eloquence to the way that they wrote that I really don't see in modern texts very often. And this was the chapter entitled "Wind." And so when it says nothing about us that we can see is permanent, they meant nothing around us. But the phrase they used was "nothing about us," which then seems to reflect on ourselves, right? So I was like thinking, I mean, both are true. Nothing that we see around us is ultimately permanent. The wind erases and changes everything. But then there's nothing about ourselves that is truly permanent, that we all too will decay and change, and eventually die. So that sort of meditation on impermanence comes out of a geography or geology book. So yeah, so that's where I got my inspiration for that one. So hope you enjoyed the poem, and we will get back to finding someone to visit, to raid. Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, it's like, if you're looking for inspiration, it's out there. You just have to know what you're looking for, or be open to things that are non-expected. And sometimes it comes from misreading things. I tell people, it's like, sometimes it's not what's there, it's what you thought was there, but wasn't there. Are we going to visit Tic-Tac-Toe? I think so. I think we're doing Tic-Tac-Toe tonight. Okay, so okay, so we'll get this raid over to Tic-Tac-Toe. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Do hang out. Let's see. Do feel free to hang out in chat on the other side of the raid. I'll probably stick around for a little bit, but I do need to get some sleep. Tomorrow is first day of class. Got to do work, and I got to go to class. But thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate the raids, do appreciate people hanging out. And always your questions. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Love just chatting about weird stuff all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that raid underway.